everyone, Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com here with another video tutorial in my series called Flashcards. Today's card is a fabulous layering. You wouldn't believe all the stuff we're hiding on this card, but look at all the great texture, great color. It's really a fun little window card. I'm excited to share with you how to create today's card. Now, as always, we're going to begin with our flashcard template. Now, if you've not seen the first card that explains flashcards, you can find that by going to YouTube and searching Connie Stewart flashcards. It should be the first video to pop up, and it's going to show you how to create this template, a one-time template. You're going to create so many different cards with these two little pieces. It's going to blow your mind. So we're going to be using Rich Razzleberry as our flashcard base and Whisper White as our layering piece. And our card base today is Whisper White, and that's been cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, so it's just a standard card size. Okay, well, let's get started first with our Whisper White. We're going to do some stamping. I'm going to bring in one of my favorite stamp sets right now, as you guys know, is Secret Garden, one of our new ones from the spring catalog. I'm using Tangerine Tango ink and the largest flower stamp, and I'm just going to stamp that way over here on the side as far as I can get. And then with Lucky Limeade, I'm going to stamp the leaf. Now, I got to tell you, you can, if you hold your tongue just right, you can fit the whole thing on there, but listen, if you can't and you have to let something go, let that little bit of stem right there. That's fine. It's not going to make a difference on our card. That way, when we go to run this through our Big Shot with the matching framelits, because you guys know I don't fussy cut anything, so with my matching framelits, I can put that on there and run that through my Big Shot. Now, let me tell you, more than likely, you're not going to fit both of these on and be able to run it through at once. Not a problem. Run it through one at a time. But when you're all done, you're going to have something that looks like this. Now, you can see I did a little work on this with the Tangerine Tango ink. I sponged the edges of my flower, did just a little tapping just to kind of color that in and make it not quite so bright white. So I've got that all done. And then I'm going to show you a little technique that we're going to do with our leaves. As you can see in my sample, I separated those leaves. And to do that, so easy, we're just going to snip from one corner to the other corner, just like so. And yeah, you might have to come in and do a little extra cut there to get off any little bulk right there, but no problem. So those pieces are ready to go. We'll set those off to the side. Now let's come in and work with our Rich Razzleberry piece. The way to make this flag is so much fun. Let me show you a little tip that I've got for you. You can't really see it, but I've made a little tick mark on my cardstock, and it is at 1 3/8 would be the halfway point. Now, you don't have to measure it. You can eyeball it too. You're welcome to do that. But I've just cut up about an inch, 1.25 inches. It's not rocket science. Just, you know, cut to a nice spot, and then I cut from one corner to that area, and then from this corner to that point as well. All right, so we've got a nice little flag. Now save these pieces. I'm going to show you something else we're going to do with those in a minute. Now that I have that done, I'm going to come in with an embossing folder. You feel free to use your favorite embossing folder. Mine right now is just Fancy Fan. I love this embossing folder. We're going to run that through the Big Shot. And when we're all done, it's going to look something like this. Well, now let's go ahead and bring in our card base, and we're going to start to work with that. We're going to do a little stamping down here. I'm going to be using another stamp set that's brand new right now, and it's called Ciao, baby. And in Tangerine Tango ink, I'm going to stamp the little Happy Day stamp right there. And I'm going to bring in a very special little punch. This is called the Petite Curly Label Punch. Now, I got to tell you, only some of you are going to be able to get this little punch because it is through a promotion called Celebration right now. And you can get this punch for free, and who doesn't love free? We all love free, right? But you can get more information on my website about how you can earn that as well. I'm going to open up my card and now bring in the full-size curly label. You see how it matches there? And I'm not too worried about centering or anything. Really, what I'm trying to do is just get a little window punched out there. Just like so. Okay, it's time to kind of put our card together. So I'm going to bring in the flag that we made. Coming back in with that curly label punch again, I'm going to push it in as far as it will go, punch out from the center. We can now take our flag and adhere that onto our card. Yes, it's going to hang over just a little bit, that's fine. Let's put some adhesive on the back of our little punched out piece. And looks like I should have done that first. No, we got it in there. I just slid it inside the little window, give it a press, pop, and there we go. I've now got my little happy day with a Stampin' Dimensional on the back of that. We can adhere that right there. Now let's put all of this together. I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals here on the back of my flower. And check this out. We're just going to line up this flower just right so that we hide that hole. Do you love it or what? I was so tickled by that. I'm now going to come in with those leaves that we cut. You can see there's one of those that I trimmed it off. My other little piece I'm just going to attach here. I like it to kind of hang off that flag a little bit. Now, here comes that little fun part. These little pieces that were left over, I just came in with the itty bitty flower from the itty bitty punch pack, and you're going to punch out 3 flowers just like so. You could probably get 4, but we're only going to use 3, and I'm going to show you a fun technique. Check this out. I'm going to come in with my paper piercing mat. You can use just about anything. The end of a pin works fine. My paper piercer was handy. And if you will just give that a press deep in to the center of the flower, check that out. Let me bring that up. Isn't that great? Look, it really makes them look like nice little 3-dimensional flowers. So what I'm going to do with my card, I'm going to take those 3-dimensional flowers, I put them on a mini glue dot and added a rhinestone because you guys know I love me some bling. We're going to add our little flowers there. Once again, a fabulous card made with just those 2 pieces of cardstock, nothing else. We got very creative with today's card. I hope you guys like it. I was just too darn tickled with how it came out. So that is our card for today. Now listen, all the products I used, the stamp sets, the ink pads, the rhinestones, all of that can be purchased on my website at simplysimplestamping.com. And that little free punch, well, you're going to find out all the information about how to get that little punch for free while you're there. And one other thing, flashcards don't have to be a pain in the neck to cut, because I have available for you guys flashcard kits to go. It's everything cut and ready to make 40 flashcards. Is that great or what? 40 flashcards, everything cut, envelopes too, and free shipping. I mean, hey, we can't beat that. So feel free to zip on over to simplysimplestamping.com. You'll find out all the great information on Stampin' Up! Products and on flashcard kits. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed today's card. We'll catch you next time in my series of flashcards. Have a great day. Bye-bye.